Afternoon, fellow 50p coin collectors. Coin Snatcher here. So a big update this afternoon on the 50p collection. This is cabinet 3, which is my Popjoy cabinet, and after doing my stock take insurance quote, I've reorganized the whole cabinet and moved everything around, so we can see now the shelves are slightly different, but it looks much neater. We have the Titanic shelf there, and we have the Christmas 50p's there, and then we have the odds and sods shelf down at the bottom. But the major change has been with these two cabinets here. Cabinet 1, which is the UK 50p coins, and you can see there we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 red trays. We've now got a shelf of silver-proof 50p's. We've got a couple of, bank set, a proof set, and a few other bits and pieces on the next shelf. We've got the error coins and a few year packs on this shelf. And then we've got our date stamps. And then on the bottom shelf, we've got the big Royal Mint boxes and a few odds and sods, etc. there. We even have a Infiltrator, which is the 2018 10p alphabet set. And then on shelf 2, cabinet 2, we have our Isle of Man coins. So the first 3 here are the Isle of Man Christmas coins, and then the 3 red trays on the other side are the TT coins. And then we moved on to the the next, actually I say that these are Christmas coins. These are Christmas coins. There's another tray in at the back, and then our silver-proof Christmas coins proudly on display. We've got our TT series of coins up here, 1, 2, and the third tray in here. And then on this shelf, we have our Isle of Man, just the generic date run of coins, and Jersey and Guernsey as well. And then one of my favourite sets of coins, which is the Viking ship series of coins. So that goes on tray 1, tray 2, and then we've got tray 3 here. We've then got our Gibraltar coins beside that. And then underneath that, we've got the Falkland coins, St. Helena and the Ascension Islands. And I think those are Gibraltar there, possibly at the back as well. And then on the final shelf here, we've got Isle of Man coins as well. On the next shelf down, we now have all the Westminster packs and the Isle of Man government packs. And then on the next shelf, we have the proof sets from the Isle of Man. And then on the final shelf at the bottom, we have the silver proof sets from the Isle of Man. So for you folks that watch my videos, you'll probably be familiar with the layout of the collection, but what has mainly changed is that after doing the stock take for the insurance company, I decided that, I mentioned in the video that I was probably going to sell the bunk packs and possibly sell the strike your own coins as well, because there were so many, and that's exactly what's happened. So I stopped collecting the bunk packs in December 2024, mainly because the Royal Mint kept putting the price up. And the reason for selling the strike your own coins was, part of the fun of it was travelling up to the mint and actually striking the coin myself. But due to illness over the last year, it hasn't been possible to do that. And I just, to be honest, just sort of lost interest in it. So the bunk packs and the strike your own coins have gone, and the collection has been reduced down. But the good news with that is that it's now released funds to buy more Isle of Man, Gibraltar, Christmas 50p's. So over the next few months, hopefully, if I can find the coins on eBay, I'll be purchasing the ones that I'm missing. So big changes in the 50p collection. Obviously, I've still got the UK date run of 50p's and the red shelves, so I'll continue buying those from the Westminster collection. So we'll still have a full UK date run, we just don't have the bunk packs anymore, and we don't have the strike your owns anymore. But I'm quite happy. I think we did a fair deal for the coins to the person that I sold them to. They're happy, I'm happy, and the collection's evolved over the last 10 years. At one point I had all the silver proof coins from the UK and I sold a lot of those, and again put the money into the Isle of Man coins. So like any collection, you buy, you sell, you trade, things change over time. You get, well, to a certain extent, you might even get bored of looking at the same thing constantly. But I just think, unfortunately, that the Royal Mint were using us as cash cows. And when I started collecting the bank packs, you could buy the bank pack, I think, for £9. And then they went mad with the colour coins. So every time they brought out a new coin, they'd have a colour version of it. And those colour versions are now up to 25. So you would have 25 and 15, which would give you £40, and then another tenner to get one from the Westminster collection for the red tray. So every time it's a 50 quid expense. And what really sort of irritated me in the end is that when you look at the sort of last trays, they're all NIFC coins, so they don't go into circulation, so they're made only for the collectors. And yes, they're 50p's, but in the true sense of the word, they're collectors' tokens, I think, to a certain extent. And with the Isle of Man coins, you just get a lot more variety. There's the die marks, as I've said before, and the mint marks, and there's the different series to collect. Same with Gibraltar. And unfortunately now, with the Pobjoy Mint being closed, there's no more coins coming from the Pobjoy Mint. The Isle of Man coins are struck by Tower Mint, and well, we see the quality of those coins go down from 2017 onwards. So I'm looking forward to getting back to eBay and buying the Christmas and Gibraltar coins that I'm missing. I've decided that I'm going to keep all the Pobjoy coins, and the reason for that is they're never going to be made again. And for instance, the likes of the silver proofs, they're mintages of 175 or 199. The mintages are super low, and I think hopefully they'll go up in value over the years. So there we go, a big update on the 50p collection. Leave a comment below. Do you think I was a bit mental to sell all the bunk coins and the strike your owns after taking years to collect them all? As I say, things change, but I'm happy. So yeah, stay tuned, and hopefully there'll be lots more videos to come. Peace and love. Coin Snatcher out.